So today in this video I'm going to talk about career preparation for teens and tweens. So people that are in their teenage years or in their 20s. Maybe you are struggling to figure out how to prepare yourself for a lucrative and successful career. Or maybe you have kids that are struggling with this. Just a little bit about me. I am a professional pilot. I fly the Embraer 550 Praetor jet. I've been a professional for 25 years. At the moment I'm in a hotel room in Miami. I have a little bit of time on my hands. I've been thinking a lot about this, and I've got some good points to share. And so I'm going to start off and first read you the outline for my remarks today. I'm going to talk about each one of these items in some depth. And so in terms of career preparation for teens and tweens, as Tolkien would put it, number 1 is get athletic. Number 2, master the essentials of composition and elocution. Number 3, be a math and science genius. Number 4, be a finance and business genius. Number 5, be a good person. And then I have 3 bonus points. 1 is stay out of debt. 2, don't marry a tramp. And 3, be an outlier. So if any of those things interest you, you can keep on watching the video, or you can stop now and go, have a beer or whatever. But here we go. So number 1 is get athletic. Being physically fit and being healthy is absolutely essential for having a successful career. I know a few people who have had a huge problem calling in sick all the time. Just generally being unhealthy, not having energy, not being able to get up in the morning and get to work. That is a huge problem. Additionally, just having the stamina to work a full-time job takes a lot out of you. So you want to be athletic. You want to be you want that to be your strength, not your weakness. Also, how you appear to others, the way you present yourself will make a huge difference in terms of the opportunities you have, the opportunities people will afford you. People will tend to invest in success. And so you present yourself as an athletic, got your life in order kind of a person. People are going to have a lot more confidence in you, and you're going to have a lot better time getting hired at a good job. And then if you want to be an entrepreneur and start your own business, again, people are going to tend to take stock of you. And if you're an athletic, successful kind of looking person, you're going to have a lot more credibility. So get athletic, whatever that means to you. Do yoga, run, swim, whatever it takes. Make a plan and get athletic if you're not already athletic, and that'll be something that'll be make a huge difference for you your entire life. Number 2 is master the essentials of composition and elocution. So no matter what you do, you need to be able to present yourself as an intelligent person. You need to be able to communicate your ideas clearly and succinctly. And people are going to judge you by how well you're able to present yourself and to present your ideas. If you have bad grammar, if your vocabulary sucks, and you don't know how to present yourself, then people are going to think you're stupid, because you kind of are, quite frankly, stupid if you don't know how to even communicate what's in your brain. And so learning grammar, put that on your list. Be good at English grammar. Develop your vocabulary. Be able to write a good essay. Be able to be persuasive. Get good at public speaking. There are lots of avenues you can take to get good at composition and elocution. And so those are massively, massively, massively important. You know, it's crazy how much of a difference it makes just having a good vocabulary, being able to use sophisticated words, having a sophisticated vocabulary. You go into a job interview, or you're teaching a class, or you're in a business meeting, and you use words that challenge people a little bit. They're going to think you're really smart. And it doesn't take much to develop a sophisticated vocabulary. You can get on Amazon and there's lots of books on that. Tons of people. There's lots of resources for developing your vocabulary. Just try, make that a priority. Number 3 is be a math and science genius. Bottom line is we live in a very, very technological world. The science is very, very sophisticated, and there are many, many, many jobs. Most of your best jobs are in the science and technology fields. And so if you go out of your way to be very, very good at math, really know your math really well enough to teach it, and also study science, physical science, physics, electronics, technology science, learn all the science you can, that's going to open doors for you to do all kinds of things, and you're going to be able to make very, very good income. Especially, you know, one of the things I would encourage these days is find a career path where you can work from home. And people who are very, very good at science are more likely to be able to set themselves up in a career where they can work out of a home office, and then also own their own business. So be a math and science genius. I cannot stress enough how important that is. Number 4 is be a finance and business genius. Your goal should be to own your own business. And you can't own your own business if you don't understand finance, if you don't understand business, if you don't understand law. There's essentials that you can learn in a fairly short amount of time to be able to be competent and able to function and flourish in the business world. But you have to make that a priority. You have to understand the importance of learning these things. It never even crossed my mind to start really digging into this till I was in my late 20s. At that point, I was already established in my aviation career, and it's just not something I've been able to really do much of. I have studied business. I've read some books and whatnot. I understand some essentials. I'm still don't understand the finance hardly at all. I know a little bit about a balance sheet, but don't ask me to do your taxes or anything like that. But if you want to branch out as an entrepreneur, you need to know your finance and business essentials. You really do. So make that a huge priority. Number 5 is be a good person. Be a good person. Be a man or woman of great integrity. Someone who is trustworthy. Someone who displays a persona of trust and integrity. Be someone who has compassion, who truly cares about people. The thing that I see again and again, especially in big businesses and the big companies that I work for, is most people really do not care about people in general. It's all about the bottom line, and they're going to lie, cheat, and steal over and over and over again. And frankly, those people are they're not going to have the respect or the trust of anybody. And so the people that work for you, work with you, are going to see that, and they're going to be like, well, you know what, this guy's going to lie, cheat, and steal and screw me over every chance he can't get. He doesn't, it's a completely amoral environment out there. So if you're one of those rare people that truly has integrity, who truly has compassion, and will treat people well with the respect and with honor, then you're going to be one in a million. And that's the kind of person that other people are going to want to work with. Whether you're an employee or a manager or a business owner, be a good person with respect, respecting others, being honest, and having compassion. the kind of person who always is going to do what's right, do what's best, do that which has the best value, the best benefit, the best outcome in all things, in all aspects of your life. Here are the bonus points I talked about before. Number one, stay out of debt. It's a huge chain and a millstone around your neck if you have lots of debt. So whatever you can do to stay out of debt, the most you can, the better off you're going to be. Now, I understand that's really hard when it comes to buying a house or buying a car or getting an education. It's at this point, because of the way things are set up in this world, you pretty much have to get into debt to buy a nice house or a nice car, unless you're already quite wealthy. In education, I typically suggest not going the traditional route, going to college, unless your career goals specifically require that you do so. If you're planning on being a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, where you have to go to college, university to get the credentials to do it, okay, then you got to do it. Otherwise, there are better ways, cheaper ways, more effective ways to do it. It takes a lot of grit, but that's my suggestion. So stay out of debt as much as you can, especially if you are a woman and you want to get married. One of the worst things you can do to yourself is to try going into a marriage with lots of debt and saddling your husband with that, and you've got some worthless degree or whatever. That is extremely foolish, and no one's going to want to marry you. They're going to definitely be thinking twice about it. Number two is don't marry a tramp. For a man, if you're trying to find a good woman to marry, find someone who has not had previous romantic relationships, period. I would try to find a woman who has never been kissed, because as soon as a woman goes out there and has a romantic relationship and pair bonds with another man, she has given him something that she can't get back, that she can't give to you. And she'll never have that level of emotional bonding that she had with that man. She will not be able to share that with you, and your marriage will suffer for it your entire life. You're not going to have the kind of emotional intimacy that you want. So find a woman who is a virtuous, good, divine woman who has not had previous romantic relationships. You will be very grateful that if you will follow that advice. So if you're a woman, follow that advice. Do not have romantic relationships. Do not have intimate relationships with anybody until you're ready to be married. So once you are actually, okay, backing up. Do not date until you're ready to be married. Do not date anybody you wouldn't marry. It's that simple. Do not date one-on-one until you are ready to be married, and do not date anybody who you would not marry. Save yourself for your spouse. I cannot stress how important that is. And then number three is be an outlier. Don't be the one who follows the herd, follows the pack, follows the establishment, follows all the organizations and the gurus. Be somebody who thinks for yourself. Understand that the institutions of the world are fundamentally evil. They're selfish, they're conniving, they're manipulative, they're greedy, they want power and they want control, and they're going to lead you in a direction which does not bring you happiness, joy, freedom, or the things that you really want in this life, even if you don't know that you want them. So be an outlier. Be someone who thinks for yourself. Get in the scriptures and be a disciple of Jesus. And so those are my quick words of advice for success, especially for career preparations for those who are teenagers or those who are in their 20s or whatever age you are, or if you know those who are in that category. I'm going to read that list again. Number one, get athletic. Number two, master the essentials of composition and elocution. Number 3, be a math and science genius. 4, be a finance and business genius. 5, be a good person. Bonus points: stay out of debt. Don't marry a tramp. 3, be an outlier. I'll put these in the description of the video. You can cut and paste it and make a plan, make a life plan where you incorporate these fundamentals. Have a blessed day.